super. I like Sadie. I like Sadie. I like Sadie.
Hot down, Marston! Hot down, Marston! Hot down, Marston!
Super.
The ketchup gets its slice. The ketchup gets its slice. The ketchup gets its slice.
And we're live. Greetings, friends. What happened to the video? Where's the video? Hold on a second. I had a great video planned for you. Let me find it. Two minutes. Don, welcome. Levi Elijah, good to see you. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Pac-Man. Well done, friend. Happy Sunday. Champagne Mommy. Hello. Try this all over again. My apologies. Do you like the countdown? It was fun to make. Those countdowns on other live streams are third-party applications where you have to give your channel over, all of your channel info over, including they have to have access to your channel, which is never a great idea. I'm surprised people do that. So I just made this up real quick. It was a lot of fun. Champagne Mommy reminds me of a song by Oasis, Champagne Supernova, which I love, and you get to hear my little song again. But after that, we should be in Guarma. There's no way to fast forward through this. I apologize. So Doug, did I say hello? Hope I did. Happy Sunday, y'all. Was anyone? I know Levi Elijah was at the movie night last night. We had a lot of fun. We watched Tombstone. I believe next week we shall watch Big Trouble in Little China. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Super.
The ketchup gets its slice. The ketchup gets its slice. The ketchup gets
Champagne Mommy, oh haha, I need to listen to that song then. Yeah, it's a good song. If you like rock and roll, Oasis is probably my favorite band. Oh, dude, come on. Okay, here we go. And we're live. I have an Arthur that is glitched into Guarma. And we had a lot of fun. But he can never leave. the only way to leave is to reload an earlier save. So he's trapped in Guarma for the time being, for the life of the stream. How is everyone? Are you having a good weekend? Yeah, we had fun last night. We just talked about Tombstone with Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. The stream crashed. That was annoying, so we had to start over again, and we lost half the viewers, but that happens, I guess. Ghost of Sparta, great username. What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. Thanks for being here, friend. And here's Arthur in Guarma. Not during Chapter 4. I believe it's in Chapter 2. Champagne Mommy, my weekend is almost over. It's 8 p.m. already in Germany. Haha. Oh, shout out to Germany. David, welcome, friend. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Glad you were here last night. What's for lunch? Champagne Mommy, are you German or are you there for work? As in, is English your second language? If so, you write it quite well. And the map. Aguas dulces, which means sweet water, as opposed to black water. Champagne Mommy, I am German, but I've lived in the US for about 6 months back in 2019, smiley emoticon. I was staying in Charlotte, North Carolina. A lot of history in Charlotte. A lot of history in the South. So basically, you were hanging out with the Lemoyne Raiders. That's okay. Champagne Mommy says, thank you. Dankeschön. So for this playthrough, I decided to try to look for, and let's show you where we are. First off, we are at pouring forth oil. So we just did the John train robbery. I wanted to look for the shark, which, spoiler alert, we were not able to find. So the first half of this video, we're just running for the shark and terrorizing wild boar. The guards will basically leave you alone. You have to worry about, there is an invisible sniper who will attack you randomly. But for the most part, you can explore to your heart's content. And again, if you die, you will wake up in Guarma. You can never leave unless we load an earlier save. I think the next movie we will watch this Saturday is Big Trouble in Little China, another Kurt Russell movie by one of my favorite directors, John Carpenter. I know this is a Western channel and you expect Western movies, but I just wanted to showcase all my favorite movies, at least for now. And I don't think we'll run out of movies anytime soon because, one, I like a lot of movies, I like a lot of old movies, and two, there are so many old movies on YouTube. I had no idea. And double spoiler alert, I have never been able to find a shark in any playthrough. David B, High Plains Drifter, a great movie. Is it available on YT? Is my question to you. Because that would be great to watch. That would work as well because it's a classic and it's Clint Eastwood. I will look it up right now. It's buy or rent. So it has to be free with ads. And then these third-party full movies, they're just going to redirect you to some kind of random clickbaity streaming service. Champagne Mommy, how much are you looking forward to a Red Dead Redemption 3? Well, I am ambivalent towards it because GTA 6 will come out first, and the schedule, they've scheduled 2030 for Red Dead 3. I have to know what they're going to do for it. It's like, are they going to set it in the past, like around 1870, or are they going to continue with Jack? So I'm not sure. I'm of the wait and see school. Levi Elijah, greetings and thanks for being here last night. Finally found my outfit. Arthur's hat, wolf coat, rugged Wrangler vest, white French dress shirt, jeans with gray fringe, shotgun chaps, worn loafer boots, Gurdon spurs, and bandana. Sounds pretty good. I'm impressed. I thought it would be easier to find the shark if we hugged the coast, but it was quite scary and actually more difficult. This is some awful terrain. A decent outfit is essential for playing this game. Champagne Mommy, I would really love a third game, but also can't really say goodbye to Arthur as a main protagonist. I think they created such a great story around him and the whole gang. Yeah, I love playing as Arthur. I'm completely bored with Red Dead Online, and I'd rather play as Arthur. In fact, any game I'm playing, at some point, I'll just put down the controller and think that I miss Arthur, and I'd rather be playing this game. So yeah, we won't really find the shark, but we shall explore Guarma and go off the map and glitch off the map too. took Sadie for her morning walk, and we had her breakfast. Then we had a second walk because I was looking for a stick, a branch, about 30 inches long for a Christmas decoration project. We really didn't find anything, but she was excited for a second walk. Levi Elijah, I've been trying to get the tiger stripe. I've been trying to get the tiger stripe my brindle thoroughbred. Okay, that should work, I suppose. That ocean just drifts off into nothing. So this is the first location where the shark is supposed to spawn. There were 3, but it's not consistent. But this was the extent of my research. It would have been great to see it, but I'm sure none of you have actually been on this part of Guarma. Regrettably, there's not much to do here outside of story mode. It's not fully developed at all. Just wait till we start going off map and the tree shadows are rectangular, like something out of Minecraft. But then again, we're not supposed to be here. What I like about exploring these areas that are undeveloped is and underdeveloped is it's like going backstage. You're not supposed to be here. It's not part of the story. But you're exploring. You're seeing behind the curtain, as it were. If we were in a theater and we went backstage, who knows what you'd run into. Tombstone was fun for me. It was exhilarating talking about movies with you guys. Just hanging out and answering questions and reading comments and giving you random trivia on Kurt Russell and the movie. I can do that with a lot of movies. Levi Elijah, I love your channel. It's my favorite channel right now. I love your calm voice. Thanks, friend. I appreciate it. And I'm honored. We glitched Arthur into Guarma by and then he glitched into the beach there by going to the cave where the devil is, and instead of going to the right you veer left and you go as further into the cave as you can, and when you get to the point where you can't go any further, you are actually on the other side of the map but underneath. So at that point you drink until you pass out, and when you revive, you will respawn on the other side of the map. And from there, you can pretty much just walk or run to Guarma. Champagne Mommy, I have to agree with Levi. Found your channel and stayed for your calming voice. Well, I'm happy to have you here. You still have to worry about the invisible sniper when you pass around New Austin. So you have to watch where you stay on that other side of the map. But once you get past New Austin, it's pretty much a straight shot to Guarma. Now the landscape starts to glitch and become more Minecrafty. Micah D, greetings. Happy Sunday. Sorry, the stream crashed last night. That was annoying. In answer to your question, the last Gotham episode I watched was with Jerome and the Flying Graysons. It was the introduction of Jerome. Gotham didn't have the rights to the Joker character, so they made a proto-Joker with red hair, and he's a teenager in this series. He just killed his mom. Levi Elijah, I wonder where Marco and O-Dog are at. Well, O-Dog is probably watching his games, and Marco is probably asleep, because he is in Greece. The cradle of democracy. Thought it might be easier to go overland here. David, we're looking for the sharks. Micah, we're looking for the sharks. Spoiler alert. We never found a shark. This is what I meant by undeveloped landscape, but it gets way more undeveloped as we go further and further off the map. Micah, I actually didn't know Gotham didn't have rights for Joker. Yeah, it's kind of like Spider-Man belonged to Sony for so long, so they couldn't include him in most of the Marvel movies. He couldn't be an Avenger. They had to make a special deal. But yeah, Jerome acts exactly like the Joker. He's obviously the Joker. He just can't be called the Joker. He has that iconic smile. To me, he was more of a Jack Nicholson from Batman '86, Tim Burton performance than Heath Ledger's Joker. And he's just a classic, also with a little dash of Mark Hamill in his voice. But yeah, he's just a classic Joker. Great actor. Oh, here comes an impossible slide. Watch this. I made a short out of this because it's ridiculous. Off to the second location where there might be a shark. The shark didn't spawn. We didn't try save reloads and exit reloads and all that. But I was just basically creating content for this stream. I like the idea of a Sunday Guarma stream, but it's pretty much just Arthur walking around and doing nothing. So we can just hang out and I can do... Here's the impossible slide. There were a bunch of impossible slides that I was impressed Arthur was able to survive. And a swim glitch. As we progress further and further, the landscape will become more and more abstract, like Minecraft. Harold Rossi, greetings, friend. Hey, Super Antonio, there is a pretty easy way to leave Guarma. You ride to the top of the map until you ride over an invisible hill. Then you ride northwest, hit the river, swim and drown. You are home. That's good to know. This Arthur is stuck there. I don't think we're leaving until we find the shark. That's the last thing we need to find here. Carol Rossi, I know that name, but I don't believe you have been to a live stream before, so welcome. Marston Mondays will also be live, and Free Roam Fridays, and then we'll do a movie night on Saturdays, and this Sunday stream, which we will either feature Arthur in New Austin or Arthur in Guarma. Sunday streams are a little shorter. We only go for about an hour. Everyone else is about 2 hours. The Sunday stream is just kind of to catch up and socialize. Micah, I'm just kind of curious. Do you have any true scary stories? I was listening to some not long ago. Not really, I don't think so. I have a ghost story, but it's not scary. I was thinking of making a Halloween video about it and talking about my one truly paranormal encounter, but it wasn't frightening at all. I remember growing up, my sister was having a sleepover, and I was home, and so I was having a sleepover with my best friend, and so we were in my bedroom hanging out, and we heard her and her girlfriends in the living room. They were like around, I don't know, 8, 12 years old or so, and they were screaming. They were just screaming holy murder. And we lived in an old house at the time. It was the house was about 140 years old, and so we rushed downstairs, and all the books from the bookshelves are like on the floor. And my sister said that they just kind of like all flew out, one by one. They just flew out into the center of the room, and they believed that we had somehow pranked them. And I believed with my rational mind that she was pranking us. They had decided to, to create this fake ghost story. So my rational brain always refused to believe in the unbelievable. And that's what happened when I had a ghost encounter. I immediately tried to rationalize it. But I'll talk about it at some point. I want to save it. But I haven't had one. But if anyone in the chat has had a ghost encounter or something scary happen, we can talk about it. This is the last possible spawn that I know of. This location that we're running towards. Carol Rossi, thanks. I take Arthur to Guarma at least once chapter, just to hang out there on the beach and get away. Yeah, it's fun. It's beautiful. You can't fish here. I tried. We try in this video. See, now the landscape is getting more Minecrafty as we approach the edge of the world. Carol Rossi, do you use the Devil Cave glitch to get Arthur to Guarma. That's what we used here. Here, watch this slide. And note how the shadows are either non-existent or very geometric. First playthrough when we went to Guarma, I was worried about my horse. I was worried about my weapons. I was worried about all my money. I had no idea it would all be restored once we came back. I thought we'd have to start over. There, this is the impossible slide. Carol Rossi, yes, that's the way. Yeah, that's how we did it. See, look at that. That's just ridiculous. The only way it would have been better if there was a shark there, but... And then, at this point, we just decided to see how far we could go off the map. And we ate a lot of special medicine gum. And a lot of pork chops. Arthur does love his pork chops. Who was here last night for the movie stream? I know you were, David. I hope you had fun if you did. And if you didn't, I hope you make the next one. We shall try to do movie streams every Saturday. Then I am working on a Christmas video. It will be entitled something like A Very Arthur Morgan Christmas in Red Dead Redemption 2. And we shall do a Christmas Eve live stream. Micah, I keep forgetting that the Vanderland gang wasn't the only Americans on Guarma. Well, yeah, I mean, there were some that were working for Colonel Fusar, some working on the plantation. But all the guards and the rebels and the factory workers, they were all natives or imported from various parts of Africa. And now the landscape becomes completely geometric. If we die here, we will if we die here, which we do, we will respawn back at camp, back at the Guarma camp. Micah, why was Levi working for Fusar? Levi, the guy who rides the mule, the overseer? Not sure I've ever really thought about it. I believe I've only played through the Guarma storyline 3 or 4 times. Once for this channel. So I don't know it as well as everything that happens in chapter 2 and 3 and 4. Hanging out at the beach for you, Carol. and we cannot set up camp. I was wondering if we could fast travel from here. It was an experiment. And I like how the surf just kind of glitches. I don't know, and you know, it rides up on the beach and then and I like this part. This is the Minecraft area of Guarma. Here's where it starts getting weird and alien and matrixy, as if everything is a simulation and Arthur is on the edge of the simulation. Rossi, I heard that if you swim out a ways and then come back to shore, the shark sometimes appears. I got it to happen once. Well, we can try that again. I like, there, see? Look at that. What's happening? How? Levi Elijah, I should have never told them my name. Now they know I work for Fusar. Oh, that's okay. You gotta work for someone. And we are completely off the map, running in the sky. I took some pictures here. I thought it would make a great thumbnail. It'd be hard to explain though. Seems like the landscapes overlap, and because he's obviously running on something, we just can't see it. So you get an invisible landscape. With the ocean under. David, he was his father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. Yeah, probably. There was a little bit of nepotism involved in working for Colonel Fusar. And all our weapons are in poor condition. Must be all that salt air. David, what's for lunch? I don't know what I'm having. Some type of salad. I'll have to figure it out after this stream. Sadie is on the couch, not paying attention to me, staring out the window. David V. Spaceballs reference there. And David doesn't know yet what's for lunch. Me neither. I don't know Spaceballs as well as Mel Brooks' earlier movies. He has a very obscure one called High Anxiety, where he parodied basically all his favorite Hitchcock movies. And I love it because Alfred Hitchcock is one of my favorite directors. Top three are probably Alfred Hitchcock, John Carpenter, and Quentin Tarantino. And then if we extend, we've got Guillermo del Toro and Christopher Nolan, Ridley Scott. That's all I can think of right now. Stanley Kubrick, of course. Joe Tad. Hey everyone, greetings friend, happy Sunday. On Sundays we Guarma. Sunday streams last for about an hour. to just kind of catch up and talk to you about your week and your weekday plans. Have a little fun before the week starts. We will be doing a Christmas Eve stream. Hope you'll be there. And a New Year's Eve stream. In addition to Free Roam Fridays and Marston Mondays being live, and the Saturday movie stream. Really enjoying these live streams. I like hanging out with you guys. I like talking. It counts as socialization for me. David, are you cooking for Christmas? Are you making a big Christmas dinner? I don't know what we are doing for Christmas. It's just me and Sadie. Might just make hamburgers. Now we fell through one of the gaps in Earth. David V, we will be in San Francisco this Christmas, where David left his heart. And we just keep falling and falling and falling and falling infinitely. I was hoping this would lead us somewhere, but it doesn't really. Leads us to this patch of water, and then we fall some more. Sort of reminds me of the wormholes that you can find in the map. David, my wife and daughter are taking me to the 49ers versus Ravens game on the 25th for my 60th birthday day. Well, happy birthday, friend. That will be a fine birthday for you. Levi Elijah, I'm having a chicken sandwich with fries from KFC. That sounds good. I'd eat that. And we respawn back at camp. David V, Popeye's chicken sandwich. Yeah, those are good too. Never met a chicken sandwich I didn't like. It's funny to think that chickens are basically dinosaurs, that dinosaurs evolved into birds and chickens. So we're eating raptors and little T-Rexes. All the supplies here respawn. Not very, it's kind of handy for us, but it's good to know when you're actually in Guarma for real. And you have a limited satchel. David, Popeyes came from Saint Denis. I think I knew that. The Weekend, howdy. The Weekend, thank you for joining at Team Valentine, I believe. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, friend. Appreciate it. And thank you for your support. Your support keeps this channel going. Look for your name in the end credits. Micah's stuck in jail. We're in Guarma right now. Fooling around in Guarma. Also, interestingly enough, you cannot sleep when you're here. You just have to keep going. You can rest at the campfire, but you can't sleep in any of these beds. And you can't set up camp to sleep. They really didn't want you to come here. I wanted to take Sadie to see some Christmas lights last night. Some of the neighbors have put up Christmas lights. So this one neighbor had went all out and decorated and had these reindeer that all lit up that were very confusing to Sadie. But she walked right up to the door and then looked at me as if we could go in there. As if I can open every door imaginable. And so I had to pull her back. No, we can't go in there. Leave those people alone. I just wanted you to see the lights. It was pretty funny. And I don't think she was impressed by the lights. I don't think she really saw a difference. David V. Only reason I save Micah is so I can have my twin Scolies. Well, it's fun. Well, one, complete a challenge and you can get an offhand holster without saving Micah. And two, so you can get an offhand holster from the trapper. And two, that shootout is a lot of fun. Micah doesn't really help, and you tank honor, but that's a fun shootout. It's one of my favorite shootouts. I don't know if it's worth it to save Micah. David B. Twin cattlemen's, yes. No, I always like to have a volcanic back there, just for the accuracy. I don't like the M1899 because it looks too modern. And in the Free Roam Fridays playthrough, we have Jim Boy Calloway's Schofield, and we already have a Bolty from Sheriff Malloy. Good old Bolty. Over here, I was trying to get to that encounter. David B. Twin Cattleman's, yes, with Trapper holster. Micah T. I like the first shall be last. That's my favorite chapters and mission. Also, my favorite OST, I think. Original soundtrack, I believe. Yeah, so the last Gotham I saw was
how did I end up in this place?
The parents, I believe the parents, they have to be the parents of Dick Grayson. And then I stopped watching because I was pushing forward on Guarma, getting back to Guarma. But I'll get back to it, maybe tonight. The Weekend. I wish Rockstar would just allow us to pick up the second Micah's revolver, or at least make some kind of a grip that looks identical to the one on Micah's revolver. Yeah, it's a unique item, sorry. I'm sure there's something you can do online. And here we shall encounter the invisible sniper once again. Because they're not going to let us go underneath. It's possible to get Micah's gun early. You can knock it out of his hand. Sometimes. Used to be able to do it in Chapter 1 at the O'Driscoll raid. Marco, greetings, friend. We were asking about you. Glad you're here. Missed you last night. We had a fun time watching Tombstone. I realize it's late for you and I apologize, but I'm glad you're here today. Shout out to the mods, Marco, David, thank you. I'm really glad you're here. Marco, just came to say hi before I'll be offline tomorrow and the next few days. Glad to be here, friendo, and I'm glad you're here, friends. You are essential to the live stream experience. Micah, I wish there were more bounties in the single player. Yeah, you do have to complete them all for 100%. Bounties, a bounty DLC package would be good. The weekend, and that's how I got my first one, though I like to think that one day someone will just make a mod for it. I'm sure they will. They got mods for everything. Once they released this on PC, I knew they would. It'd start trickling in. It'd be easy enough to skin it on another Schofield. I bet you might be able to do it with a save wizard. If you can figure out the code. We will be getting the liver chestnut Hungarian half-bred for Arthur in the Free Roam Fridays live stream. I think it's important for Arthur. And now we're just going to explore Aquafulces a little bit. Round things up. We've got about 10 more minutes. Really appreciate everyone being here. 20 viewers, welcome. Marston Mondays is now live. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. PST. Free Roam Fridays is on Fridays live, 8 p.m. again. And then on Saturdays, we will have a movie night, also at 8 p.m. PST. Micah, for some reason, I'm never able to get animals on Guarma. I can never find them all. Yeah, there's a snake that I've never been able to get. Mostly, I just get the birds. David, I've only gotten the snake once. Yeah, it's a pain. Arthur tried to jump into that haystack like he was in Assassin's Creed. And then we said hello from the other side of the gate, and the guard didn't get mad at us. Well, luckily the snake didn't get you, David. This is another area of the map that's fully rendered with very little to do. And I really wish we could go into this main house. But as you know, there's nothing behind that door. Micah, speaking of Assassin's Creed, do you have a favorite Assassin's Creed game? Valhalla, probably. AC Valhalla. David, I haven't played with Ivor in a good while. Just keep coming back to Red Dead Redemption. I agree, same here. When I have time, I would like to get back to that game. And also The Witcher 3. Gerard. Levi Elijah, I wish there were ponchos and Bill's jacket in story mode. Yeah, like real ponchos, not shawls or that thing. Yeah. They have ponchos in Red Dead Online, I believe. This wild boar got trapped in the sugar factory. But I didn't really want to kill him. David B, the second AC. Not sure which Assassin's Creed that was. I have only played, actually, to be honest, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the pirate one, and Valhalla. Micah, I liked Assassin's Creed Origins because it takes place in Egypt. Yeah, I like Egypt. I'd love to go there if the politics would calm down. I read somewhere that the pyramids in their original form were covered in marble, so they were like shining, glistening white. Linda W, greetings, friend. Glad you're back. Happy Sunday. And thank you for being here last night. I hope you had fun during the first Super Antonio movie live stream. I believe next week, or this Saturday, we will be watching Big Trouble in Little China. We shall continue on with the Kurt Russell theme. And we'll just start watching all of my favorite movies. These shackles are ominous. Levi Elijah, I think there's a poncho in Red Dead 1, but they couldn't add it to Red Dead 2. David V just called AC2. It's not AC Assassin's Creed Divergent. Divergent came up in my feed on Amazon as a movie that they thought they thought I might like. And I was like, yeah, I've seen it. I liked it okay. I watched it because my sister likes it, so I could talk to her about it. David, I just like Ezio. No, I think Ivar is my favorite character. So the whole sci-fi aspect to Assassin's Creed, where sometimes you get jumbled out and you return to your pod or whatever, it's super annoying to me. It completely takes me out of the experience. I don't think they should have that at all. I'm not interested in the parallel story in our time. I just want to play in that time.
Hola.
But that's just me. Then Arthur had the idea of fishing.
Mister. Hola.
So we ran back to the coast. Perhaps there is some kind of exotic fish. Some tilapia or a giant piece of tuna that we could get from Guarma. And spoiler alert, we cannot fish from this location. And I specifically did the Jack mission, one of my least favorite missions, so that we could bring the fishing rod to Guarma. Levi Elijah, I just got a piebald Tobiano Hungarian half-breed. Well done, friend. Did you get it from Arthur's favorite bounty hunter camp? Or did you just get it from a bounty hunter? David V, good horse, great horse, one of my favorites for Arthur. See, we cannot fish here. Sad but true. And look how violent that ocean is. The game does not want us here. David B, I prefer the flaxen coat. That is a very pretty coat. That used to be my favorite Hungarian before I went nuts about the piebald. Then, at this point, I remembered that we didn't bring a hat so that we could steal a guard's hat. And I thought we could...
Okay.
That was a good stealth. That didn't really work. But we got the hat. For a moment. Levi Elijah and O'Driscoll hat. Technically a Hussar hat. And we are back where we started. We can't even pick these pink flowers. We can pick none of the foliage. When they ambush you off the bridge. Yeah, I usually get, well, during the Guarma playthrough, you know, in chat. Yeah, that's when I'll get it. Because then you can keep it. But here you can't keep it. Thought we could run back and try again, but we ran out of time because I only wanted about an hour. I actually timed this. I put I set the timer on my phone and I just let it go, and I just fooled around for an hour yesterday to create content for you guys. But for me, these live streams, the content is secondary to the conversation. We're just sort of hanging out and having a nice conversation. Levi Elijah, it was by camp in chapter 2. They drove a wagon and some came out with it. Okay, well done, friend. I've never tried looting these people, these civilians. Wonder if they have anything. It's not really worth it to me. But you never know. And we died again. That was the invisible sniper. And that is about all I have for you today, friends. Really appreciate you being here, and thank you for being here if you were here last night. Hope you had a lot of fun. Hope you had a lot of fun today. It's always nice talking to all of you. Marston Mondays returns tomorrow at 8 p.m. PST, and we'll have random videos scattered throughout the week. I'm still working on that Christmas story. That is my priority for December, to get that out as soon as possible, because I'm really proud of it. Shout out to the mods, David, Marco, Odog, Serena, who is gone but not forgotten. The Weekend, thank you for joining at Team Valentine. Joe Tad, thank you. Appreciate it. I will see you soon, friends. Have a great